The ideas that I'm going to teach you in this series of videos, you can incorporate into whatever warm-up exercises that you do. You don't have to particularly use my set. Besides being a standalone Qigong set, it can also be used as a very effective foundational exercise for Taiji. I'm going to do this 10 times. Other side. And up and out like this 10 times. And circle from there. And inward. And the fact is that there's something hidden in each and every one of those movements. So if somebody's watching you, they're not going to see what's really going on. They're not going to see how you're doing it. They're just going to see that you're doing it. And if they try to duplicate what you're doing, they're just going to be doing an external representation. In other words, what this does is isolate a set of simple movements, and it kind of gets you in touch with each and every one of your major joints in your body so that you can learn and start to feel what it means to be loose and open in those joints. Well, the first thing I want to think about is my head and how that's being held. As it's rolling around, always extend it out into that direction of tilt. Even as your circles increase in size, the neck should remain very relaxed, the head's extended up, and you're not using extra things you don't need to use. You don't want to kind of stabilize when you get to the end so that there's like a snap. You don't want to do this kind of stuff. It's not what we're doing here. It's usually easier to go up than out, so that once you're up higher, then you can just lower the arms down. Arms aren't resting on one another. No pressure. Don't not allow any pressure to land into the joints, even in the wrists and the fingers. So you want to think of like a plumb line there from here to down under there, where that's just extended, where this is going up in the air, and what's here is kind of just relaxing down. And they're just placed here. They're doing their own thing. I'm going to try to isolate this as much as possible. Other parts of my body will be moving, but the focus is on getting this to move around. And I'm not all of a sudden resting my upper body into my legs. That'll create all sorts of tensions in the back that are just completely unnecessary, not very good for you. Because I'll actually lift my other foot up off the ground, so I know that my weight is here when I'm doing this exercise. Don't be dead weight on it. If you're dead weight on it, it becomes very heavy and awkward. If I have my arms relatively straight and just use my shoulders in a rolling motion, and I try to use strength, the push, I don't have much. Or if I'm pushing, he can fight back. Exactly, there's that kind of struggle going on. If I keep these nice and loose and open, when I grab and roll my shoulders forward like this, it just goes through. It doesn't affect where I am. So if I'm just dead relaxed, I can't even get these down to begin with, because they're not doing anything. I'm too relaxed. If I start using force, if I start pushing, it becomes a battle of strength, and that's no good either. So I want to be loose and open here, and then I just want to go through that motion. But if I'm loose and open about this, it's just, again, just like the other stuff, it becomes very simple. If I do this without my joints open, I'm still going to be able to move around. The problem is that I have to keep stopping and starting what I'm doing, and there's not a good free flow, and let my arm go where it wants to be free. Go ahead, try again. So I let him get in more that time. He's even in around this way. If my joints are closed and he has me good, I can't get around. From an external point of view, if I go fast, I can get around, but I have to rely on that speed and power. I can't even mount strength. If I open, loosen that, I can move that back. He can't feel the feedback. He doesn't know what he's grabbing for, so he just doesn't have it. Freedom of movement. That's what you want to maintain, and that's why you want to be loose and open. Not just for the martial sense, but, you know, everyday life. Taking a walk, going up steps, hiking, moving boxes. Keep everything loose and open while you're doing things, and then the forces involved in those activities won't land in your joints. It'll keep you healthier. It'll make your movements more efficient.
There are no secrets and nothing held back. This is a DVD from which you can truly learn. The running time is 1 hour and 57 minutes, and it's full of useful information. You can use this as a standalone Qigong set or as foundation exercises for your Taiji practice. All of this is on one DVD and for only $20 plus shipping and handling. For ordering information, you can email me at info@omhs.biz, or you can call my office at 302-792-2831.